my god, Lauren.
Aaron Rodgers signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers make them Super Bowl contenders? Let's talk about it here. Trade Talk Sports! Another video. And I really want to just come here and talk about the Aaron Rodgers situation. How I really think, can they make them Super Bowl contenders? And I'm gonna just start off with this. I don't think so. Now, do I really feel like, I personally feel like I do think this might make them like a 10-win team, but like this doesn't make them a Super Bowl contender. I'll be honest. I think they just might win 8 games because a lot of the talent that Pittsburgh Steelers had. They had George Pickens. They had Najee Harris. They traded George Pickens, and I believe Najee Harris is a free agent. He signed elsewhere. And also Justin Fields and Russell Wilson both signed. Justin Fields signed with the Jets, and Russell Wilson signed with the Giants. Having a lot of these pieces, like I said, I would be just a better person than with Justin or Aaron Rodgers at this. Not Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson at this point. But does Aaron Rodgers make up Super Bowl contenders? I'm gonna go with no. I just don't think so, man. I really personally, man, I think he at best is a decent quarterback now, but we're not talking about the prime Aaron Rodgers no more. The Aaron Rodgers who he is now, he's just washed. And he can't do what he used to do. He's in his 40s now, and he just, to me now, his game has just gotten older, and he's just not that good anymore. I'm so sorry. As a Bears fan, this absolutely excites me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And speaking of that real quick, I really hope as a Bears fan, we go out there, and I actually love that Aaron Rodgers is, Aaron Rodgers, like I said, plays. And like I said, who knows? I might go to this game as a Bears fan. So, and like I said, if I go to the game, I'll have a vlog on that. But I want us to smoke Aaron Rodgers. I want us, our defensive line, is to put that man on the dirt for everything that he's done to us Bear fans, to this team, to this organization. Going out there saying I own you. I want us, his last season probably, honestly, I want us to go put that man on the dirt because he deserves it. I'm sorry. Back to, like I said, now the Steelers do have a couple pieces. They got DK Metcalf, who's one of the best receivers in the league, who's really good receiver. Honestly, he just never had a super great quarterback. Russell Wilson's in his prime. Geno Smith is decent, but he's not the greatest. Let's be honest. They do have a guy in TJ Watt. Now, I have heard that he was in the trade rumors, so who knows? They might trade him, who knows? But they still have TJ Watt. They have a guy, a good center, I guess, a decent center from the draft last year. But honestly, besides that, they really have a lot of pieces. They got a guy like Darius Slay, who's a very good cornerback. They do have, like I said, they have a good cornerback and Joey Porter Jr., who's, I think, a very good, decent cornerback. But, honestly, to me, what big piece does this Pittsburgh Steelers have that's going to move the needle for him? I don't really see it. Rodgers is just not who he is, man. And he's just, to me, like I said, washed, bro. Rodgers is not that good anymore. I'm sorry, but he's just not, man. He's not that good. And Rodgers, like I said, I think it's time for him to hang it up. So if you guys were expecting me to say Aaron Rodgers was going to come out here and win the Super Bowl, you're absolutely wrong. Like I said, I think it's like when you date a girlfriend. This is what I feel like the situation. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers could have got any other quarterback. I personally feel like, at least if I was the Steelers, I would have kept Justin Fields and see what we could have done with him personally. I think personally you could have had a better chance of making the playoff run with Justin Fields than Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna be honest, Aaron Rodgers, it's just, like I said, he has showtimes. He still have a little bit in him, but he's honestly, to me, bro, he's not who he is anymore, man. And I know a lot of us want us to make Aaron Rodgers who he is. He's just not who he is to be no more. And you know, Rodgers is, like I said, he's 40 years old, or 41, one of those days. He's just absolutely kind of washed, bro. He just is, man. Like I said, I don't think this will push the needle. I just don't, man. Now, he has won the Super Bowl. You know, he's a 4-time MVP. And, you know, like I said, you know, he had a very good career at Green Bay. As a Bears fan, this pisses me off. I'm sorry. This makes me mad, but, you know, I got to be honest. You know, he always will cook the Bears, you know what I mean? And a lot of us Bears fans will get upset, right? And, you know, he went to the Jets. He torn his Achilles. And then last year, he didn't have a great season. I mean, he probably was one of the worst quarterbacks last year. I mean, he didn't really have a good season. Having a guy like Devontae Adams still, but he still didn't have a good season with Devontae Adams. So, you know, come on me out here to say that, you know, I think he's going to move the needle. I don't think so, man. I really just don't feel like he will. I just feel like, to me, you know, you're kind of asking a lot if you're thinking that he's going to automatically take this Pittsburgh Steelers to a Super Bowl contender team. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, like I said, they do have a guy, Mike Tomlin, who's a very great coach and who still has intensity to this team. But I just also feel a lack of like players and things like that for this team need to be successful. And honestly, I think they still need. They need the quarterback. I don't think they need the quarterback. Aaron Rodgers will be good for the season, but now they did draft a guy at Will Howard, who I believe Will Howard will be a very good quarterback one day when he's developed right. But obviously, he's a rookie and he needs to sit because he's definitely not ready to play now. But I do feel like eventually he will be ready to play. But it just right now he needs to sit. But I won't make this video too long. I just personally feel like I said, man, Rodgers is not gonna do anything for this team. I just feel like at best I think he'll give you some good plays here and there. But like Aaron Rodgers is just he's old and needs to retire, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. So, like I said, man, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Like the video, please, man. Press the bell notification every time I drop a video, man. More content coming, bro. Be ready and listen. As always, love you guys and the Bears. Let's get it, man.